In November 2007, a 26-year-old man locked himself in his bathroom with a bottle of pills. He was participating in a clinical trial for a new antidepressant. After a severe fight with his girlfriend, he made a dark choice. He poured all 29 remaining capsules into his hand and swallowed them at once. Within minutes, he collapsed. His blood pressure crashed to dangerous levels, and his heart rate spiked chaotically. He was rushed to the ER, shaking, hyperventilating, and fading fast. Panicked doctors called the trial director to identify the chemical killing him. But when the director checked patient records, he found something impossible. The man was in the control group. He hadn't swallowed 29 antidepressants. He had swallowed 29 harmless sugar pills. There was no poison in his system, yet his body was physically shutting down. Welcome to the darkest mechanism hidden inside your brain, the nocebo effect. You already know about the placebo effect. Believe a pill heals you, and your body heals. The nocebo effect is its evil twin, translating from Latin to I shall harm. It proves your brain doesn't just predict reality, it physically manufactures it. Because his brain genuinely believed he was poisoned, it activated an emergency shutdown protocol. It crashed his blood pressure and induced panic. His mind was executing his body, and when doctors finally convinced him the pills were fake, within 15 minutes, his symptoms vanished completely. This mechanism is far older and far deadlier than modern clinical trials. In 1942, Harvard physiologist Walter Cannon published a paper on voodoo death. He studied isolated tribes where shamans pointed cursed bones at members. The victim would instantly become paralyzed with terror, refuse food, and collapse. And within days, they would die with zero poison or physical injury. Cannon proved it was pure biology. Belief in the curse flooded their body with lethal levels of adrenaline. Blood vessels constricted so violently that blood stopped reaching vital organs. Their expectations starved their heart of oxygen. They died of belief. You experience this exact mechanism every time you open a medicine cabinet. When you take a common painkiller and read the warning label, nausea, dizziness, headaches, you suddenly feel an ache in your stomach and blame the chemical. But statistics reveal something much more sinister. In COVID-19 vaccine trials involving 40,000 people, researchers analyzed participants given fake saltwater shots. Nearly a third of them reported severe fatigue, fever, and intense pain. 76% of all side effects weren't caused by the vaccine at all. They were generated entirely by the nocebo effect. Because patients expected side effects, their brains manually triggered them. This creates a legal nightmare for modern medicine. Doctors are legally required to give informed consent and warn you of risks, but the very act of warning you increases the chance you will suffer. The medical system is legally forced to poison you with words. And it doesn't stop at pills. This mechanism is contagious. In 1998, a high school teacher in Tennessee noticed a strange smell. She immediately felt dizzy and nauseous, and word spread of a gas leak. Within hours, over 100 students were rushed to emergency rooms. They had severe headaches, shortness of breath, and real physical symptoms. Hazmat teams tested the air, water, and walls, and found nothing. There was no leak. It was mass psychogenic illness, a collective nocebo. One person's expectation hijacked the biology of 100 others. If you think you are immune, look at brain imaging scans. Before pain even hits you, your brain releases a chemical called cholecystokinin. This chemical acts like a volume dial, amplifying pain signals in advance. Your brain turns up the volume on your suffering simply because it expected to. You spend your life eating right, sleeping well, and avoiding disease. You treat your body like a fortress. But the nocebo effect proves the real threat isn't outside. The threat is sitting inside the command center. Your mind is a dictator that doesn't consult you. If it believes you are poisoned, it will make you choke. If it believes you are sick, it will give you a fever. If it believes you are dying, it will stop your heart. You are not the master of your body. You are just a passenger strapped into the back seat, while your expectations drive. Remember the man with the sugar pills. What you don't know might not hurt you, but what you expect can easily kill you.